This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Thursday, December 19th, 2024. I'm Alex Brown. A former police officer and Indiana native is working to automate the most complicated part of the field sobriety test. Peter Zart, CEO of Tippecanoe Tech, invented the Night Rider, a device that performs the nystagmus test for an officer where the suspect tracks the officer's finger with their eyes to find clues of impairment.
As you're doing it manually, you have to remember movements, cadence, distance, what clue you saw in what eye, and by the way, be looking for the clues. With Night Rider, you just push the button and you can sit back and watch the clues come to you.
Zart is now shipping one of the prototypes to a DUI unit in a major city for field trials. New Jersey-based Catalent said Wednesday that Novo Holdings in Denmark has completed its $16.5 billion acquisition of the contract drug maker. With the deal done, Novo Holdings said it will move forward with plans to sell 3 of Catalent's fill-finish sites, including one in Bloomington, to subsidiary Novo Nordisk. After a decade in the role, the president and CEO of Greater Lafayette Commerce will step down next month. Scott Walker is leaving to become CEO of the Southwest Louisiana Economic Development Alliance and Chamber, and a search for his successor will begin immediately. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
To succeed, you need to stay informed. You need to be engaged. And let's face it, you need to set yourself apart from the rest by connecting with a company that brings you the best. Because in today's environment, business is an ever-moving target, and we'll help you chase it. IBJ Media. The best of business is in us. Get started at ibjmedia.com/youngprofessional.
The Indianapolis Airport Authority is considering selling the Indianapolis downtown heliport to the city by 2026, with the Hogshead administration eyeing the site as a crucial parcel for a plan to build a Major League Soccer stadium.
The city has informed the authority it would like to exercise an option to purchase the site, which has been publicly owned and operated since 1979 as part of a 2021 agreement between the parties. The non-binding Memorandum of Understanding allows the city to work with the authority to find either a third-party developer or to sell the property to the city or a related organization. The authority is expected to consider the measure Friday during its monthly board meeting, although no sale would be finalized until the heliport is fully decommissioned. Airport Authority staff is recommending approval. The move comes just 3 weeks after the Federal Aviation Administration said it would support closure of the facility in favor of the site's redevelopment as long as the authority meets several stipulations like removal of aircraft and sale of property for the fair market value. The most recent appraisal of the property came in March of this year when it was valued at $9.5 million, according to a board memorandum. If authority officials approve the sale, the city would close on the purchase of the heliport in the first quarter of 2026. Before the heliport can be decommissioned and the city can buy the property, IU Health's Lifeline operation must vacate the site. IU Health is the sole tenant for the heliport, and the entity is expected to complete construction of its new facility at Indianapolis Regional Airport by the end of 2025. I'm Mark Mazurik for Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Just under a month ago, Bloomington nonprofit business accelerator The Mill cut the ribbon on the $13 million tech-centered office space in the city's trades district known as The Forge. This week, The Mill announced the building's first tenant, Bloomington-based software startup Folia. The company started as a member of The Mill and has now entered into a 5-year lease for 618 square feet in The Forge. Founder Ravi Bhatt said moving into the new facility is the next step of growth for his company. Folia currently has 20 full-time employees around the globe, with 2 located in Bloomington. The Mill says the company plans to add 4 full-time jobs at its new space in The Forge, noting that the addition of Folia exemplifies the city's vision for The Forge as a prime location for early-stage companies that graduate from The Mill. Roncalli High School President Chuck Weisenbach is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.